question says, a block of mass m moves on a horizontal circle against the wall of a cylindrical room of radius r. The floor of the room on which the block moves is smooth, that is, the floor is smooth, but the friction coefficient between the wall and the block is mu. The block is given an initial speed as a function of the speed v. Write the normal force by the wall on the block, the frictional force by the wall, the tangential acceleration of the block, and integrate the tangential acceleration to obtain the speed of the block after one revolution. So first, let us look at this problem in which we are having cylindrical room and the block is over here and the friction is there between this and the wall, while there is no friction between the block and the floor. Now this block will be actually moving or having a circular motion along the wall of this circular room like this. So we can say that if this is the block and this is the cylindrical wall, then obviously there will be a normal reaction by the wall on this block and a friction will be working along this direction, because these are the two surfaces common in them. They are in contact with each other. So working out with the first part of this problem, in which we need to find out the normal force by the wall on the block. Now since this normal is at the right angle, that is towards the center of the circle in which this block is rotating, or rather I should say completing its circle, then this normal will be providing the necessary centripetal force over there. So this will be equal to the centripetal force, which will be mv square by r. Right? Now, working with the second part of this problem, that is the B part, in which we need to find out the frictional force by the wall. We all know that the frictional force, whatever its direction may be, is all mu into normal reaction. We are having the normal reaction in part A. So friction is simply equal to mu mv square by r. Right? Now proceeding with the third part of this question, in which we need to find out the tangential acceleration of the block. Now friends, this block has been given an initial speed of v. Let it be v naught actually. So if this is the initial velocity v naught given, then it will be having a certain relative motion with this ball. So the frictional force will come into existence, which will be obviously in the opposite direction, that will be F. If this V naught would have been in the downward, then F would have been upwards, no matter where we take it. So this acceleration will be due to this frictional force, because it is the tangential direction only. So we can say that mass into acceleration, rather tangential acceleration, equals to mu mv square by r, where v is the velocity of that frictional force, the block. So cancelling the factor of m, we can say that tangential acceleration is minus mu v square by r, because this is actually the deceleration. If velocity is in this direction, then friction is actually opposing it in order to reduce the relative motion. Right? So here we get the answer for the third part. Proceeding to the last, that is the fourth part of this question, in which we need to integrate the tangential acceleration. Now tangential acceleration is dv by dt also equals to v dv by ds, and this is equals to minus mu v square by r, as we found out in the third part. So we can write it as ds equals to minus r by mu dv over v. Integrating it, we get S equals to minus R, where R is the radius of this cylindrical room, over mu ln V plus C. Now, at S equals to 0, that is when the distance covered is 0, we are having the initial velocity to be V0, as I mentioned over here. Then we can find the value of C by putting S equal to 0 and the value of V to be V0. Then we get C, that is the constant, equals to R by mu ln V0. Now, putting the value over in this equation, we can write it as S equals to minus R by mu ln V over V0, giving us the initial velocity u, that is the v, the velocity equals to initial velocity V0 e to the power minus mu s over r. So this is actually the relation. Now for one revolution, we all know that the distance covered is 2 pi r, that is the perimeter of the circle in which the block is moving. So putting the value of s in this relation, we get the velocity equals to V0 e to the power minus 2 pi mu. That is the answer for this question. That is the D part of this question.